now!
Hello, this is Billy Cord from the Nostalgia Mall, and welcome back to Nostalgia Mall Christmas 2020, where today we're going to be taking another look at the Dell XPS M1210 that I received in a lot of computers this past summer. I did do a video where we did some upgrades and restoration to it, install Windows on it, but this video we're just going to have a bit of an overlook at what this laptop really is and what it can do. Now, the Dell XPS M1210 was released in, I believe, the spring of 2006. It is a first-generation Core 2 series computer, and it originally retailed for somewhere around $2,000. So this would have been top of the line in 2006. I actually got a new laptop from Dell in 2006, albeit in January, and that was the Inspiron 6000, which was a bit bigger and was an older generation because it was just a Pentium M. I would have loved to have had this if I'd waited a few months later, but that would have just been way out of my price range at the time. It originally came with a Intel Core Duo processor, not a Core 2 Duo, but a Core Duo, and the clock speed or the model I don't know exactly because whoever owned this originally was a tech enthusiast kind of person, because he or she upgraded it to a Core 2 Duo, and this was not officially supported by Dell, a Core 2 Duo, but it seems to work just fine in this laptop. I forget the clock speed is what it is, but we'll check that in a minute. Originally came with 1 gig of RAM, which has been upgraded to 4 gigs. I believe it's 4 gigs. And it originally had a 100 gigabyte SATA hard drive, although for whatever reason this one had a 60 gig in it, which I very controversially destroyed in that one video. Let's not relive that. And this laptop is now running off of a 120 gigabyte SSD. And it also has a very nice built-in NVIDIA video card. I forget the exact model number. Again, we'll check that in a minute, but it was a pretty good card to have in a laptop at the time. I don't know if it was one that cooked these laptops to death. I do not know, but who knows. Okay, gone handheld now so we can take a closer look. Here's the 12-inch screen, a glossy screen, as you can see. Very nice keyboard. Around this time, Dell was really doing a good job on their laptop keyboards. And I believe they are still making good keyboards to this day on their laptops. My Dell Latitude E6540, a Haswell era i7 laptop, has a very nice keyboard. You get your Media Direct, which I don't have on here at the moment. That requires a special partition. Power, and a touchpad, and media buttons on the front. On the right side, you have a DVD-ROM / CD-RW drive. It's hard to believe they were able to jam one of these in a laptop this small, but at the time people were still using these quite often. Get a SD card slot, 1394 FireWire input, which I actually use quite a bit on this laptop. This laptop is my go-to mini DV transfer computer for transferring mini DV tapes to. Get 2 USB 2.0 ports, VGA out. On the back you get a Ethernet jack, power, and on the left side you get a 56K modem, 2 more USB 2.0 ports, S-video output, Wi-Fi switch, and a card slot. Is this PCMCIA or card bus? Okay, looks like it was Express Card at this point, or whatever it's called. And here's what the top looks like. You get the XPS logo right there. Dell logo is a bit scratched up but it doesn't hinder the performance of the computer, obviously. Just for comparison, right here we have the Dell Inspiron 6000 that I got the same year that this laptop was released. Although, admittedly, the 6000 was a 2005 era model. I just happened to get mine at the very, very end of its lifespan in January of 2006. And we got this. This is 12-inch screen. This one's a 15-inch screen. And you can see quite a bit of difference in size. And yet this one is a bit more powerful than the 6000, which is an older generation Pentium M. This one, on the other hand, is a Core 2 series. And so I would have loved to have had this back then, but alas I didn't. But I am grateful that I even had a laptop back then, so there you have it. Okay, so I've got hooked up to power because the battery on this laptop is completely non-functional, and a replacement battery is very hard to find and very expensive, so yeah, I think it's just going to have to remain batteryless. And the CMOS battery is also dead, so we will be having to set the date and time on here. That's the optical drive. For some reason it makes that grinding noise when it first starts up, but it works just fine though. So we'll go into our settings, and the BIOS update has been updated to A05 from December 18th, 2006. And we have a Intel Core 2 Duo clocked at 2 gigahertz, 4 gigs of memory and dual channel DDR2, 120 gig hard drive. Of course, it's actually a SSD. And the video card on here is an NVIDIA GeForce Go 7400. Now that says 64 megs of video memory, but I think it's actually 256. And this is Windows Aero capable if you were to run Windows Vista or Windows 7 on here. In fact, this laptop actually has a designed for Windows XP, Windows Vista capable sticker, if you remember those from that time. And battery not installed, cannot communicate with the battery, and it thinks the date is December 18th, 2006. We will fix that later in Windows because I have some software to connect to a network time server. Modem information there, video, and this has a wireless G built in, so we'll just exit and boot into Windows. And of course this is running Windows XP Media Center Edition 2005, which I had on my Dell Inspiron 6000 as well. And it's already set the date and time, and it's connected to my Wi-Fi network. Mouse is working. I'm using an external mouse. So let's go to my computer. Okay, under System Properties we can see we're running Windows XP Media Center Edition. And this is the unofficial Service Pack 4 for Windows XP. I highly recommend that for your XP systems. Go into our Device Manager. There's our NVIDIA GeForce Go 7400. And our sound is standard issue Sigmatel HD audio. There's our network cards. While I'm here, I'm going to delete this. And the screen on here, by the way, is 1280 by 800, which was the standard screen resolution back then for a widescreen display. And here's a look at the software I have installed on here, including WorkSuite 2006. And with New Moon, you can actually browse the internet on here semi-safely. Okay, I do not recommend doing this, but we're going to attempt to play a YouTube video in Windows XP. Yes, this was extremely possible back in the day because, you know, when YouTube first came out, this XP was still current. But modern YouTube, I don't know about that. So let's see. We'll just go with something simple and low-powered, like these old Christmas commercials I uploaded to my second channel from 1994. Wow, it's actually working. And it's in 360p. Yeah, the speakers aren't the best on here, but I'm very surprised that it actually worked. Now, HD video, you want to give it a try? Okay, we're going to try an HD video on here. This is one of my videos. Okay, apparently ad block that I have on here does not work on YouTube, but oh well. Okay, that looks to be on 480p, it looks like.
Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Okay, it's at 720p.
To
and it's running quite smoothly,
2020.
I'm pleased to say.
And for this year's introduction video, I'm doing things a little bit differently now. You see, I'm living a lot closer to Winston-Salem. And
now let's crank it up full blast, 1080p. And watch the flames shoot out of this poor little laptop.
Gorgeous at Christmas
Yeah,
time. And so I
choppy.
figured I would,
Can't say I'm really surprised.
be my camera girl and record me.
But I'm surprised that 720p ran as smoothly as it did. So yeah, YouTube browsing, YouTube video watching is possible on here, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend going on the internet at all on Windows XP. I'm just a stupid, brave. I'm just a stupid person, really. Okay, it's gameplay time on this video, and today we're going to be trying out Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Gold. You see, the thing is, back then, I kind of lost interest in computer games. In fact, in 2006, I was playing most of my games on my Packard Bell Legend 1510 Supreme, so I really didn't have access to many games back then. What I mostly used computers for back then were internet browsing, watching videos, and writing stuff. So, and geek stuff, I guess you could say. I wasn't really into gaming, but I did have this game back then, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and on my Dell Dimension 2350 it really struggled with the onboard Intel graphics, but I think on this laptop with the NVIDIA graphics, I don't think we should have any problems. Can we skip through this? I guess not. yeah, the speakers on this is kind of the weak point. The speakers that come with this laptop are just kind of, yeah. Turn the sound down a little bit. Yeah, this is one of those games that has a million opening titles that won't let you skip through. Let's see, it's at 1024 by 768 now, so let's crank it all the way up to the native resolution. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's play. We'll do sandbox mode, of course. So yeah, that's running pretty smoothly. Let's do some landscaping. Now, I don't know this game as well as the first two Roller Coaster Tycoon games, so bear with me. We'll fill this with water. Looks good. And let's build us a roller coaster. We'll do a flying coaster. Boy, that's a big one. Is struggling a little bit with some choppiness. Nothing too bad, but it is worth noting. Now, I don't remember how to turn something. Oh, there we go. Plop that down there. Let's build some paths and queues. Okay. Oop. A little rusty with this game. Okay, where did the thing go where I could, oh, there we go. Okay, now let's open it. And cool thing about this game is you can actually ride the ride itself. Could be a while. I think we gotta wait for people to actually get on. Alright, here we go. The graphics are looking and running good right now. You know, I have actually never ridden on a roller coaster in real life. I remember my cousins taking me to Carowinds in Charlotte back when I was about 12 years old. I was too scared to ride on any of the roller coasters. I still kind of am. I might give one a try someday. Yeah, I know I'm a wimp. Boy, this is a long coaster. Whoa! I was not expecting that. So there you have it. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 running pretty well on here, considering. Okay, and there you have it. This is the Dell XPS M1210. This would have been an amazing laptop, or computer in general, to have had back in 2006. I mean, it's almost like a portable gaming box for its time. And it's very, very impressive. This is what I consider to be my main Windows XP laptop. And usually what it's used for, as I said, is transferring mini DV tapes from a camcorder. And it does that quite well. So, until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may also support me on Patreon if you would like. The links to these are in the description below. Until next time, this is Billy Core wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.